Alright, here we are going for food number 4 on night, I believe we're at, night 6 now. And tonight we will be doing Shrimp King Complete. All that's left is protein after this, and then we will be going back to the 5-in-1 Showdown. I'm not going to sit here and waste your time talking about it, because you know the drill at this point, hopefully. If not, watch my other videos. I am just going to go ahead and start off feeding right away. And I am not going to do any favoritism towards sides, blah blah blah. I'm just going to get the food in. Let me kill the light while I'm doing this. Sorry, I got to step over cords while I'm doing this. I've got my camera plugged into both power and HDMI so I can watch this on the little TV I've got in here above here so I can see how things are looking. I'm trying to monitor this a little better now that I've got my GoPro 8 Media Mod. But every time I have cords up, I wind up shaking and knocking things over, so. And that's not looking super level. I'll fix that in post, and I just knocked over my remote. But alright, so here we are, starting with complete. And let me aim this down a little bit more. And I'm not getting this level for some reason. Too much. I was fiddling with it and it looked good, but when I bumped it, I screwed it up. Sorry for the movement, guys. There we go, that looks good. It's still crooked. Maybe it's my TV. Quite possible it's on a swing arm out here. I'm trying to level the bottom of the frame. Yeah, wrong way. Whatever, that'll do for now, screw it. Alright, so you can see, now that I'm actually paying attention to what I'm doing, hot spot, killing it. Everything's bustling at it pretty good. Man, they're really dragging that fluval out to the beach a lot lately. I gotta shore up behind this dish, right about there, if I'm pointing to this right, which pointing things right, it's nice. Down here, I keep getting guys dragging stratum out. I don't mind a piece or two. Fix the lighting a little coming out, but yeah, it's been bad in that spot for some reason. I know the back gets a little darker when I do this, but we're trying to highlight the front. I might need to get more lighting if I'm going to keep this much water lettuce going. Or maybe just thin down my water lettuce. You can see the tugboating in the tanks starting to erupt. They're looking for food. They know what's coming. And I am going to go ahead and stop it here at like the 5-minute mark. So I'm going to talk for another minute and a half. And then I'll switch to a hyperlapse. I'm going to do a long hyperlapse. I'm going to grab my kids camera, the Aquarist EK7000. I'm going to change the frame rate. I was reviewing the footage. I haven't reviewed much of the footage going through all of this. I haven't posted anything yet, and here I am, like 40 videos deep at this point, but whatever. I'm going to get that thrown in there, try to get a better angle, mixed results on the angles, but I want to bump up the frame rate, not frame rate, but the resolution, slow down the frame rate so it looks a little more polished. The GoPro 8 is definitely doing better in the water than the Aquarist, but we'll see how that goes. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna incorporate all this footage. I got way too much footage to figure it out. Like split screen, additional footage at the end, side-by-side shots. I gotta figure all that out. But I want to start doing more in-tank footage, because this will be like the 4th time I'm doing it. 5th if you count with playing with my camera on the selfie stick. Anyways, here we are at 5. I'm going to wrap this and start the time lapse. I will be back with you guys in a bit. Alright, I filmed 3 minutes of hyperlapse. About a minute-ish into that, maybe less, I did Shrimp Baby over on the left tube because they were just fighting way too much. I mean, they still are. And then I did a dose of, that's Shrimp King Baby on that side, sorry. And then on this side, 2-ish minutes in, or something like that, I did Bacteria Eating Shrimp Pit. I did not do any shrimp glass garden shrimp baby, so I wouldn't call it my glass garden mix, just Bacteria Eating Shrimp Fit with RO water, like a cup of water. Just did it in a shaker cup, which I threw in front of the camera and shook up. But let's go in and take a little close-up look, if I can do this somewhat decently. You can see they've already devoured off the shrimp baby that was down here. Ignore my kids' camera. They're picking off what's left, but they eat that up fast. It doesn't last long, even though it went over here a little bit. But let's go to the main attraction, which is right here. That's the last dish I filmed, I believe, or second to last anyways. And this is all the Shrimp King protein. There's the next dish. My hot spot, which seems to have all my dark reds right there. The first dish, or sorry, second dish, and then my first dish. So I filmed all on that. Hopefully this all filmed out pretty good, because we've got a thunder and lightning storm going. So if you saw any flashes, that's what that was. But yeah, this is doing extremely well. Been nothing but happy with so did I say protein earlier? This is complete. Proteins tomorrow. My bad. So, Shrimp King complete. Tomorrow is the protein. Tomorrow's the last night of the 5-in-1, the individual showdown. I'm going back to 5-in-1 final hurrah head-to-head, like I did the first 2 nights. And why I'm thrown off is because I did not do good with the 5-leaf mix, which I keep coming back to. So I've just got to pick an order of where I'm going to put them. I'm debating doing the same spot. Might move them a little bit. But yeah, everything's doing really well. They're just going to town on everything. So, well, there's some more lightning. Hopefully that showed up. What I'm going to do is throw in some Shrimp Dinner 2 pads just to lighten the fight and make sure everybody's getting a good feed, just because I got so many guys in here. I'm just going to do like 2 in between each dish roughly. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to use my tongs so I don't have a problem. When I say tongs, I mean my phone's ringing. I'm going to ignore that. My tweezers, if I can think of the right word. Yeah, so I'll throw in a total of 10 pads spread out. I love how well the Shrimp Dinner 2 does, but I hate how dense they are. When you break them up, they're kind of crumbly. I took a pair of heavy shears to them one night, and yeah, they just don't break very easy. That's the bad thing I have to say about those. So I'm going to start dropping in a couple pads, start slowing the fight a little. Make sure everybody's getting a good meal. But so far, yeah, I'm really happy with everything for the most part. I mean, the Snow Pops underwhelmed a little, but I'd buy them. I would definitely recommend them. Definitely a out of the norm treat on things. You can see I've already got little fights going for the Shrimp Dinner 2 pads already. Oop, bumped the camera, sorry. Yeah, this is doing good. Hopefully slows a little bit of the fighting. I drop one right up front in the middle. Bam. I love how they jump out of the way. It cracks me up. Yeah. Oh, shooting the time lapse, I was getting a good laugh at the Goodyear blimp. Looked like it was struggling to get back to home base. Had winds pick up pretty crazy for a minute, and then it settled down. Lightning started kicking back up, thunder. But not much more rain from we got earlier, but it's been nice now. Good time to get some rain here in SoCal. I got my kids' camera in there, which I'll pull out in just a few minutes. I don't think I did a good job aiming it now that I'm looking at it. I can't do the Wi-Fi connection on it. Once I dunk it in the tank, I just lose all Wi-Fi signal. I just want to get an idea, so I'm just kind of ballparking it. We'll see how this one does. I think I'm too far left looking back into the tank. Still going to be an awesome view because I don't see anybody doing this. Should be entertaining at least, but how usable the footage is, I have no idea. Alright, so what I'm noticing is I'm not really pulling anybody away from the dishes for the complete. It's other guys coming out after the pads. It's, you know, supplemental, not replacement. When I'm doing this, I'm going to throw another little scoop of shrimp baby in on this side. Because this is the super teeny tiny little scoop. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Close this up. Bring the lights back forward, since that's kind of where I want the focus right now. But during the time lapse, I did get a pretty sizable chunk of shrimp going at it, which is why I think they picked it off so quick. Shrimp King Shrimp Baby 2 does very well. The Glass Garden Shrimp Dinner 2 pads do very well. And as you can see, the Shrimp King Complete is doing very well. I'm really happy with these. I'm looking forward to shooting out more videos too. Trying out more foods yet. I got Shrimp Baby landing on the camera. That's funny. That'll tough. I love it when you get a little guy like this hanging onto a piece of leaf, just dragging it down. It's surprising how many babies I get inside these glass tubes. The feeding tubes. I get a lot of babies on and around them. Got a bunch of babies in there. Got tons of babies over there. I don't know if they like the calm water, a safe space, or they just go up in there for a little bit of biofilm or what. Interesting. But here you go. You can see I've got the Shrimp King baby coming down here, raining on these guys, and they're going for it. I got a couple guys. Oh, I think you guys are out of the tube already. No, one guy's still up there swimming in food, going nuts. But yeah, it just pours straight down, drops all through here, and they just go to town. I've got little guys coming over at it already. But a pretty sizable fight for everything, and it looks like it's doing extremely well. And again, the Bacteria and Shrimp Pit are for the guys that don't go in to the foray for the fight. But I want to make sure everybody gets plenty of food. With the amount of biofilm and algae I got on the walls there, nobody in here is going to starve. But I want to keep them all super healthy. Earlier, I had more shrimp on the yellowing Anubis leaf. Now that there's food in there, not so many kind of pecking at it. They'll gobble up that leaf as it dies off, and I get more growth above it. think I'm going to need to pull that Anubis up and kind of split it into parts. I don't know, I might move that to my other tanks. My twin 10 setup that I've got in here, I think I'm going to ditch the stand, throw the two twins down here, and I need a separate timer for those. Those lights are crazy. I need to get them toned down. I'll figure that out. But yeah, this is a nice little showdown. Sorry, touching the camera. Damn, I've been going for 10 minutes already? This could be a long ending video. Alright, well, since I'm doing a longer video now, and I've got the in-tank footage, I'll wrap this up in the next minute. I don't think I'm going to cut... yeah, I'll come back for a later follow-up. I'll do it in like an hour from now, so we can get a follow-up, see how everything's looking. You know, like 2 hours into it. But yeah, I'm really happy with complete. Out of the 5-in-1 pack, still with protein to go by itself, I definitely recommend the mineral, the complete, and protein for sure. Snow Pops, if you want to do it as a treat, I wouldn't treat it as a whole food. Something entertaining, something different. The 5-leaf I don't recommend at all. And I hate saying that. I hate being dismissive of products. I mean, unless you have a lot of tanks and you're throwing a piece in there just to do something different. Like even me, like even if I threw a piece in every night, I don't think they'd even finish that. What I might do... no, I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to buy any more 5-in-1. Not the 5-in-1, the 5-leaf. Yeah, the 5-leaf just blah. Anyways, I'm already riding past my 12. So I'm going to wrap this up and pull my kid's camera out, and I'll come back in like an hour-ish and just do a short 5-minute wrap-up so we can see where we're at. Alright, you guys have a good one, and I will be back in an hour, and that'll be tacked onto this video. Yeah, I think that'll do good. So yeah, I'll wrap this one at 13, which I guess is good because I went short on my intro, longer on the time lapse. It all works out. Alright, I'll see you guys in an hour. Have a good one.